Hey there guys, how's it going? Thanks for checking out some more Ark Survival Evolved, obviously the Arkpocalypse servers. Now this is only episode 2, but my god, so much has happened. Like I said in the previous video, I'm sorry I actually haven't managed to record everything that's happened, so I have to tell you a bit of a story, but we're at an interesting position right now. So in between the last video and this one, I'll let you know what's up. The last video would have been you seeing us doing like a raft raid. We did a raft raid in the cave. It went okay. We didn't kill as much as we had hoped. Really disappointing that they had a lot more soakers in there than we expected. I think if they didn't, we might have had much more success there. But either way, it is what it is. And we ended up losing our raft. It wasn't too bad because most of the bullets have been used up and it was there to be used. However, it wasn't a successful wipe. Anyway, we definitely killed a lot of their soakers, but not really a successful wipe or anything like that. Now, a few days later, they'd been looking for us and they eventually found us. We had our base over in the Redwood. They'd come to grief with some griffins and they ended up doing a dive bomb with the griffin to destroy our, what's it called? Crafting station. Now, that wasn't too bad. It's annoying rebuilding, but I was thinking it's probably best not to rebuild right there because they could easily do the same again. We'll probably get griefed constantly. So we decided to move in actually with a friend that we'd made who was just across the way in the Redwoods, and he had a slightly more secure setup. I think it was a little bit more secure anyway. However, I don't have the footage of this, but it's super unlucky. We'd been there just 6 hours and then that base, while we were offline, got wiped while we weren't there. Now it was super unfortunate because we'd left all of our tames in there. We hadn't left all of our gear in there. We left all of our tames in there apart from one. So at that point I was super frustrated. So was Joker, my tribe mate. Massive shout outs to the dude who actually had that base because he got super unlucky. Maybe because we were there it added more attention to him, but it's an absolute legend letting us at least move in there with him for a while. So we've had to kind of step back a little bit, gone on to the center, gone on to Aberration, and been planning to come back and have a good go at these dudes. These dudes are the saltwater dudes on Ragnarok. So I'm here right now with a brand new Pteranodon, and my main purpose here is to scout Ragnarok and try and find the main base of these guys. Obviously while I'm here, might get myself a few desert drops and all that good stuff, but really what's happening right now is our main bases aren't on Ragnarok, they're on the center and Aberration, and we plan to come back here and do the business. So maybe in the next episode I'll show you the center base or the Aberration base. Let me know in the comment section down below which of those you'd rather see, and maybe I'll do those. But either way, let's go have a little fly around. There's a few places that I think they could be, but we'll have to find out. I'm presuming they're going to be in a cave, because these guys aren't the best at building defenses, so they're going to have to be in a cave in my opinion, because that's going to give them the extra protection. I mean, they're going to have to grind a little bit less for their base. So fly around, see if we can find them. Well, look what we have here. Looks like there is a fair bit of stuff in there. I'm seeing griffins, wyverns, lots of turrets. So this is definitely one of the main locations. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Feel like a bit of a scream, I'll be honest, but wow, look at those turrets. Then that's not gonna be a problem for us. Not gonna be a problem. Well, one thing I cannot resist is a cheeky scorched drop while I'm here. Who knows? Maybe now I'm not living on Ragnarok, the drops will be better. Ooh, that is quite a nice one indeed. Oh, we've only got 5 minutes and then I can upload it. I think I might go upload that one. That would definitely help us with our raiding. There might be another drop around here, but I think I'm just going to head to Redob, upload that, and then prep for this raid. Alright, so kind of messing up the style of the video a little bit here, guys. I'm doing a little bit of after the fact commentary, so I'm not trying to like fake my live comms or anything, but what you just listened to was me playing and live commentating, and now I'm just going to give you a little bit of a story over some gameplay, because some interesting things happened in the preparation for us trying to raid those saltwater dudes and whatever. So I joined up with the Aberration team, and as you'll be seeing on screen here, we're trying to get ourselves some Reaper Kings. They already had some. They hit me up in Discord, said, Jay, there's a 135 down in the radiation zone. You could come get yourself a preggers, and that could be all good fun. So I went and joined them, went on there, and they've done a really good job, those guys. They're a part of the crew that is also associated with some other YouTubers, like I think Mexus and Titan Shield especially. They've been hitting the Aberration server and smashing it on there. They ended up becoming the alpha, having their way with the server and being able to get themselves rock drakes and reapers and whatever. So it's a very nice thing to be able to go over there and get myself a reaper. So obviously part of the plan was to get some really good reaper kings for when we go and raid the saltwater dudes, so we can absolutely smash them. So I've been spending a bit of time on Aberration, so that's why you don't really have that much like, that's why the timeline is just so all over the place, guys. I really think I've messed up this season of Arkpocalypse. Although the videos are okay, like from my perspective, there's so much footage that I could have made, and instead I just end up like playing the game, and then I'm just giving you random commentary over the gameplay. But I hope you guys don't mind. But anyway, yeah, as you saw there, I went and got myself pregnant by that 135 rock drake, 135 Reaper King, and then leveled up. The way I like to level up, it's like the safest way to level up, I think, that's easy. Just go around on a rock drake or anything really, and kill stuff with your crossbow. You have to kill it yourself, so you could pike it or you can crossbow it, but you soften up the spinos and you kill them with a crossbow, and the spinos give you quite a lot of XP. So it didn't really take me long. Obviously, we've got ×3 XP on the Arkpocalypse servers, so I managed to get to level 75 pretty quickly doing that technique, and it's a technique that you guys could do as well. Now, moving on from that, quite a lot of time passed between this next clip that I'm going to show you. Probably like 3 or 4 days, maybe even a little bit longer, but actually almost a week maybe. So yeah, I did actually raise that rock drake, well, I keep saying that. I did raise that Reaper King that you saw me get impregnated by. It came out okay, not great really. It had like 12,000 health, and I got a little bit of an imprint on it, so it came out at 14. So that one, I had that, I leveled that, I managed to get up to about 30k health. Not too bad at all. Now, what you're seeing now is another Reaper King that I can't claim. Now, this Reaper King that you're looking at was my Reaper King that was, again, 135, I think. So this is a second one, and this one had a much better health roll. It had like 15k. I managed to get a really good imprint on it, so I think I got it up to about 19, 20,000, something like that. And then I leveled it, and I had this thing up to nearly 50,000 health. So at this point, before the footage that you're seeing, I have 2 Reaper Kings on Aberration, as well as I'm there with the Aberration dudes preparing to go and raid Ragnarok, especially the saltwater dudes, because they're obviously the biggest griefers. They're the people who want to get the revenge on. So I had 2 Reaper Kings, one with okay health and one with amazing health. Now, I logged off, as you do, once or twice a day, as you obviously have to do. And when I came on, the Aberration team had been insided. Someone tried to inside the Aberration tribe. Now, it could have been a lot worse, but from my perspective, it was horrendous. The main thing this guy did, I mean, he took some of the gear and he took some turrets and he destroyed the crafting station. But for the most part, almost all of the tames were still there, and everything that was needed was still there to kind of rebuild the crafting station and get most of the stuff back. Most of the gear was still there as well. But one thing he did do, which really screwed me over, particularly, and I've done nothing bad to this dude, like I don't even know this dude, but for some reason he'd managed to do this, and it was actually really sucked for me. He had unclaimed my Reaper King and then claimed it again. None of the other Reaper Kings in the whole base did he unclaim. Almost no other. I think he unclaimed 3 tames in the whole base, and one of them was my Reaper King. I'm guessing because this guy was in a rush. Obviously people came online and he was like, oh crap, what do I do? But yeah, it really sucked for me. So the Reaper King that you're looking at is the one that I basically he managed to unclaim and then claim it again. Now, I thought the way the game worked was that when you unclaimed a Reaper, only the person who originally raised that Reaper could claim it again. I've had hundreds of people tell me that this is exactly how they've known it as well, and I'm pretty sure this is how it's always been. So I was super confused as to how he managed to not only unclaim my Reaper, but claim it again when he's an individual person. Like, we'd always talked about you can't exchange Reapers and stuff, and I thought this was part of the balance of the game. Now, this must have been changed at some point, and I think they've messed it up when they changed the whole you have to have a pheromone to claim a baby Reaper. Now, looking at the TLC update, there is a TLC update, I think it says January 16th, where the only change that's happened with the Reapers is that it says now you have to use a pheromone to claim a Reaper. Now, I actually asked on Twitter, I asked the community managers, and none of them got back to me apart from Jem, bless her, who said to me that when the TLC update happened, then it changed so that anyone could claim the Reaper. But really, the notes of the TLC update, all they say is now you don't need a pheromone. You never needed a pheromone anyway. Like, you couldn't claim someone else's Reaper if they unclaimed it by using a pheromone. So in that scenario, I don't see how having a pheromone changes anything. There was never pheromones needed if you were going to try and claim an unclaimed Reaper. You couldn't do it, as far as I'm aware. So either way, I was very confused by that whole situation. It really sucked for me. I actually ended up killing this beautiful Reaper King, which was an absolutely awesome one. But we ended up killing it because obviously the guy might come back and he might jump on it and he might try and raid our base. So we just ended up killing it, which really, really sucked. However, all clouds normally have a silver lining, at least sometimes they do. And the next day I log on and one of the dudes on Tribe says, Jay, you won't believe what? There's a 150 Reaper King down in the radiation, go get on it. So I went down there, and I'll show you the footage on screen now, and I managed to get pregnant by a brand new 150 Reaper King. So in a way that wasn't too bad, because if the other one had never got like unclaimed and hadn't killed it, then probably would have never seen that other one. You know, we wouldn't have been looking for it and we wouldn't have got that one. So did end up getting another 150 Reaper King. Now, I know this isn't a super long video with not that much action in, but I think I'm going to have to end it around here, otherwise the rest of the videos in this series won't really make much sense. Now, not long after this, the main alliance that is on Ragnarok also wanted to get rid of saltwater in that volcano cave, and they combined with some of our guys to go over there. Now, they already had their Reaper Kings ready to go, and that alliance kind of wanted to go, so they went and helped them. I'd like to have gone, but it was super late night for me and I was just ready to go to bed, guys. You know, you can't control everyone, unfortunately. I would love to be involved in the raid of those saltwater dudes in that volcano. However, I just wasn't. I couldn't have been online. I'll try and get a little bit of the footage for you from my friend Titan Shield, who I think was there, so I might be able to get a little bit of the footage for you. But what this means for the rest of this series is that I think the rest of these videos will now be all griefing, hopefully, like pure griefing. I've been farming a load of PvP kits, not only on the center but on Aberration. So thanks to these good dudes on Aberration for getting me, because it's made farming much more easy, and now hopefully all the rest of it is just going to be all out griefing, all out PvPing, so every single upload will just be full of me messing around with my friends on the server, and hopefully getting some good and fun footage. But either way, I thought it was pretty cool that we managed to find those Reaper Kings, and I will be using them in the griefing footage that you will be seeing. So lots of fun stuff to come. I'm sorry that the videos are a bit different this time, and I don't really like doing a story time stuff like this, but I think it's not too bad. It gives you guys a bit more idea of what's going on behind the scenes, rather than just seeing the POV, not the POV, the PvP footage. But if you did enjoy this video, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. You can join us on Discord, be a part of the community over there, come and ask some questions. Might be doing a live stream in the next few days, thinking about live streaming a little bit of this server for a laugh. But either way, there's some more videos of mine coming up on the screen now that you can check out if you haven't seen them already. Make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on, of course. You got to do that these days or you'll never see the video. But that's it for now, guys. I'll see you all next time.